Hi students, once again I welcome you all to my channel Abrar sir classes. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಚಾಪ್ಟರಿನ ಹೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ನೋಡೋಣಪ್ಪ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 3 of the video. I will teach you how to solve the problems in just 45 seconds. Okay, let us take this very first problem. What it is saying? It is saying if voltage across a bulb rated how much? 220 volts, 100 watts ante. Okay, 100 watts of power rating of this bulb, right? Okay, this is a bulb, okay, whose voltage rating is given as how much? 220 volts, and power rating is 100 watts. Okay, drops by 2.5% of its rated value. The percentage of the rated value by which power would decrease is ಏನಪ್ಪ power. What is the equation of power is given by what? Pd is equal to V square by R. Okay, V square by R. Therefore, percentage change in power, percentage change in power is equal to percentage change in power is equal to, okay, since R is constant, okay, I can write this as what? By using error analysis, I can write this as 2 into what? Percentage change in voltage. Percentage change in voltage. Okay, now 2 into ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Percentage change in voltage 2.5. That is equal to how much? That is equal to 5% is the right answer. Hope you understood this. This is very important. Use error analysis here. Percentage change in power is equal to 2 into percentage change in voltage. Okay, since this is very less percentage, okay, this is less than what? 10%. Okay, is less than what? 10%. Therefore, we can use directly error analysis like this. Okay, percentage change in power is equal to 2 into power ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ 2 into percentage change in voltage is R is constant. Okay, 2 into 2.5, 5%. Hope you understood this one. We'll go to the next problem. What it is saying? A filament bulb. Okay, now better you draw the circuit. Okay, and bulb ಇದೆ. Okay, how much is rated power? Okay, 500 watts. Okay, how much is the rated voltage? 100 volts. Okay, right, is to be used in a 230 volts main. Okay, now it is connected to a 230 plus minus. Okay, 230 volts, right? Okay, now this is when a resistance R is connected. See, this is 230 volts, into 100 volts. If I connect directly, the bulb will fuse. Okay, the bulb will fuse. Therefore, what he is doing, he is connecting one resistor R. Okay, now in series with the bulb, right? Okay, it works perfectly, and the bulb consumes how much of power? 500 watts. Okay, it is rated power. Stay 500 watts. Now you know P, you know V. How to calculate I? How much is the current flowing here? I can calculate I is equal to how much? I is equal to, what is the formula to calculate the power? Okay, P is equal to V into I, right? Okay, PR is equal to, okay, PR into IR. Okay, that will give IR. IR is equal to PR by VR. ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ? 500 by 100 is equal to how much? IR. Okay, rated current, it will be 5 amperes ಆಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ. Okay, this will be 5 amperes. Therefore, here 5 amperes of current will be flowing here. Same 5 amperes of current will be flowing here also. Okay, now voltage ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? They have given how much voltage? Voltage, okay, total voltage is 230 volts. What is the voltage here? It is rated voltage of the bulb 100 volts. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? If this is 100 volts across R remaining, that is equal to how much? 230 minus 100 ಅಂದರೆ 130 volts. 130 volts ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Therefore, how to calculate this R? R is equal to V by I. R is equal to V by I. V ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 130. Okay, divided by I ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ. Okay, fine. You can calculate because you know the voltage across R is to 130 volts and current flowing through this R is how many amperes? 5 amperes. Therefore R is equal to ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ 2 5s are 10. Okay, 6 26 ohm is the right answer. Hope you understood this. Very easy sum. Okay, now we'll do the next sum. What is saying? If two bulbs of wattage 25 and 100 respectively, each rated 220 volts, are connected in series with the supply of 440 volts. Okay. Now here, better you draw the circuit. Idon bulb ಇದೆ. Okay. Idon bulb ಇದೆ. Now this is 25 watts, 220 volts. ಇದೆಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ 100 watts and 220 volts. Okay, are connected in series with the supply to the supply is how much? Here supply is 440 volts. Okay, 440 volts total voltage. The 25 watts 220 volts, 100 watts 220 volts. Now then which bulb will fuse? To calculate which bulb will fuse, we have to calculate the value of the resistance. Okay, let us say this is bulb 1. Okay, this is, let us say this is bulb 1, this is bulb 2. Okay, bulb 2. Okay, I'll calculate the resistance of this bulb 1. How to calculate? We know P is equal to V square by R. Therefore R is equal to, I can calculate R1 is equal to V square by P. Okay, how much is V here? 220 into 220, right, divided by P and ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 25 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, R1 will be equal to how much? This will be equal to this is how many times I can write? Okay, 5, right? 5 times. Okay, 5 5s are 25, 4 5s are 20. Again it will be 5, right? So how many times? 4 5s are 20. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ 20 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, right? Again I can just 5. Now this will be right, that is equal to how much? 44 into 44. 44 into 44 will be how much? 1936. 1936. 1936. Similarly calculate R2. Okay, calculate R2. R2 is ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ? Again V square raised to 220 into 220 divided by ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ? 100. 100. This 0 cancel. This 0 cancel. R2 is equal to 22 into 22. Okay, how much? That is going to be 484. Hope you understood. Okay, ನೋಡಪ್ಪ. Okay, you have to be careful. First you convert these two bulbs into what? Resistances. Your job will be very simple. Okay, though it takes time, but you have to calculate R1 and R2. Now this is the total voltage. Okay, 440 volts. Now this is how much? This is R1 and this is R2. Okay, what is the value of R1? 1936 ohm, and this is just a 484 ohm. Now you can calculate the value of what? Voltage here. Okay, how much is V1? Okay, you have to calculate V1 ಎಷ್ಟು V2 ಎಷ್ಟು calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, V1 ಎಷ್ಟು V2 ಎಷ್ಟು calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. You know, we will use VDL, voltage divide law. Okay, voltage divide law. V1 is equal to main voltage ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ? 440 into resistance of that branch into 1936 divided by sum of the two resistances 1936 plus 484 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Right, V1 will be equal to, that is equal to 440 into 1936 divided by 1936 plus, how much you have to add, 1936 plus 484, that is equal to 2420. If you simplify this, you are going to get V1 is equal to 440, okay, this 440 into 1936 divided by 2420, this will be equal to approximately 352 volts, okay, 352 volts. Now just see here, 352 volts under, is it greater than the rated voltage? Yes, it is greater than what? Greater than rated voltage of bulb 1. Okay, now we can say very easily that which bulb will fuse, 25 watts of bulb will fuse. Why? Because here the voltage what we are getting is more than the rated voltage, 352 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, understood? Now similarly, okay, for your knowledge sake you can calculate V2. Okay, V2 we can calculate. V2 ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ? Okay, V2 will be equal to what? It will be equal to 440. Okay, 440 minus of what? 352. Okay, 440 minus of 440 minus of 352 will be how much? That is equal to 88 ohms. Okay, 88 ohms. Okay, 88 ohms. Okay, which is less than what? Which is less than VR2. This bulb will not fuse. Only bulb 1 will fuse. Bulb 1, that is of 25 watts, will fuse. Okay, hope you understood. We'll go to the next problem. Okay. Now here what he is saying, he is saying that 4 identical electrical lamps are labeled 1.5. Istapaido. Now it is saying here it is 1.5 volts. Okay, all 1.5 volts, comma 0.5 amperes. 0.5 amperes. Okay, 1.5. Okay, all 1.5 volts, 0.5 amperes. Right. Okay, which describes the condition necessary for them to operate at normal brightness. A 12-volt battery, okay, battery is 12 volts, of negligible internal resistance is connected to lamp as shown. Then what happened? Then they are given 4 options. Okay, they are given 4 options. We have to tick which options are right. Okay, now first we will calculate R. R is equal to V by A part, we know. Okay, how much is V? 1.5. 1.5 by 0.5. 0.5 andre 1 by 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 3 ohm. Okay, so 3 ohm. Okay, 3 ohm, 3 ohm, 3 ohm. They are connected in parallel. We can convert it into one resistance. Okay, that is 3 by 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, right? 3 by 4 ohm ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. That is in series with what? R, and that is connected to what? A 12-volt battery. Right? That is connected to what? 12-volt battery. Now, what about the current that is flowing here? How much they have given? What is the value of current they have given? 0.5 amperes. This is 0.5. 0.5. 0.5. 0.5. Then how much current will be flowing here? 2 amperes of current will be flowing here. Right? 2 amperes of current will be flowing. Because this is here how much? 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 rest out there. Okay? So 0.5 to 4 is 2 amperes of current will be flowing here. Then what is the value of R? How can you calculate the value of R? 2 amperes of current is flowing here. Okay. How much is the voltage? Voltage is 0.5, 1.5 volts here. 1.5 volts. Okay. Voltage will be same here because all are connected in parallel. Voltage will be same, but current what is added up? 2 amperes of current. Okay, and 1.5 volts. 1.5 volts ಇಲ್ಲಿ, if 1.5 of volts ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? Okay, how much voltage will be here? The voltage will be here will be how much? The voltage will be here 10.5 volts. Why 10.5 volts? Because here 12 minus 1.5 andre 10.5 volts. Right. Then what is the value of R? How to calculate the value of R? R is equal to V by I. V by A andre 10.5 by 2. Right. that can be written as how much? 105, okay, 105 by 20. 20. 4 5s are 20 and 2 5s are 21 by 4. R is equal to how much? 21 by 4 ohm voltage. Okay, this we are getting 21 by 4. Now, the value of R for normal brightness of each lamp is 3 by 4. No, this is wrong. The value of R for normal brightness of each lamp is 21 by 4 ohm. Right. Now, next is total power dissipated in circuit when all lamps are normally bright is 25. Now, what is R total here? What is R total? R total is equal to, okay, 23 by 4, 3 by 4 plus 21 by 4, right? That is equal to 24 by 4, 24 by 4 ohm, right? Now, he is saying total power dissipated in circuit when all lamps are normally bright is 24. Okay, they have given total power dissipated. We can calculate PT is equal to total power dissipated is equal to I square into R. Total. How much is I? I is here 2, 200 to the whole square into R. R total is to 24 by 4. Okay. This 4 gets cancelled is equal to 24 watts. Okay. This is also right. Okay. This is also right option. Okay. Power dissipated in R is 25 watts when all lamps are normally bright. Now we will calculate power dissipated. Okay. How much is the power dissipated in R? Okay. Power dissipated in R, okay, is equal to I square into R. I square into R. I in the rest of part 2 the whole square. R is there. R is again 21 by 4. This 4 gets cancelled. That is equal to 21 watts. This is also right answer. Then B is also right, C is also right, D is also right, A is wrong. Okay, they may ask you which is right, which is right. First option may be A comma B. Okay, second option may be B comma C comma D. Okay, third option may be A comma C. Fourth option may be, okay, they make you anything A comma D. Okay, which one you have to tick? You have to tick B, C, D are the right answer. The value of R for normal brightness of each lamp is 21 by 4. You have calculated. Okay, and then total power dissipated. Total power dissipated is how much? 24 watts. And power dissipated in this which one? Power dissipated in R. Okay, power dissipated in R is how much? In R is 21 watts. This is also right answer. Hope you understood. You might have liked this video, the problems. Kindly watch in the future also for interesting chapters, interesting topics and interesting problems like this. Okay, I will teach you how to solve the problems in just 45 seconds. Okay, I wish you all the best. Kindly share this with your friends, subscribe for my channel, like it, and then ask doubts in the comment box. Thank you one and all. See you in the next video.